Welcome to FXStreet. If you like what we're talking about, you like what we're going over, please head over to YouTube, join our channel by hitting the subscribe button. You can follow Akash and I on Twitter, Akash at Mangyeko, and myself at JustAnalysis1. Taking a look here at Ethereum, Ethereum's had a nice spike. When you look at the daily chart, go back to here's Monday, Sunday, Saturday, and then Friday, of course. You had the new fears of the zombie apocalypse, Omicron, Decepticon, everybody's going to die, Omicron variant. That's just panicked everybody. And so every single market, risk on or risk off, took a big dive on Friday. And of course, that's was easy to do, especially when you had a major US holiday and lower liquidity. It's easy to push the market around. And the top of the cloud and this interior trend line have acted as really strong support for Ethereum, but it remains inside this bear flag. However, that it moved above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen and closed above it. That's a strong bullish event. And then we've even seen some testing throughout the current daily candle to test lower, and it still held the Kijun-sen as support. The only thing really preventing Ethereum from having a big breakout is the lagging span getting above the candlesticks. And that would happen with the daily close at 4,600. That may generate enough momentum to push Ethereum to a new all-time high, towards that anticipated 5K zone and then beyond. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out first, of course. There's a little bit of some possible hidden bearish divergence developing on this chart, on the daily chart, between the candlestick price chart and the composite index. That will occur if the current composite index reading prints an equal or higher value than the peak that developed around the all-time highs on November 9th. So that'll be something to monitor. So on the upside, I mean, if it makes new all-time highs, 5,000 will probably get ran over, and it'll go all the way towards that 57 to 5,800 level. On the weekly chart, the downside risks, there's a good chunk of high volume in the volume profile at 3,300, and that's where the Kijun-sen is at. There's structurally things look pretty weak here on the weekly chart still. It's an inside bar that's developed. So, I mean, I'd wait. Currently, it looks bullish, but there is some inherent downside risks here on the weekly chart that are hinting at some continued weakness. But we'll see how it plays out. Otherwise, downside risk should be limited to that 3,300 area, where the weekly Kijun-sen is at, and that's where that chunk of high volume node in the volume profile is at. That's what I see. I'm not sure what you see, Akash.
I gotta agree with the 3,300 levels is really crucial. For now, on a forward time frame, what I see is Ethereum trying to form some sort of a double top formation around here on the 26th November swing high at 45.61. But as you can see here, just a second, my mouse stopped working. Right, so the swing low formed here on 28th October at 4,000, roughly 4,000. There was another swing low formed here at November 26th at roughly 4,000 again. And the same thing was happening. So 22nd October, 28th October, and now 26th November. Swing lows formed on the same level, which is 4,000. And so there's going to be a lot of sell stop liquidity collected above these lows here. Just like what I expect on Bitcoin, where for the price to head into that FVG that I mentioned, the fair value gap, probably head down to 51K is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And in that particular sense, I'm also looking for a downswing on Ethereum, which comes down here, retest the 50 fib here at 37.58, which would be a perfect, which would collect the liquidity testing here. But if you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, you can see the fib level pulled up from 20th from September 21st low to the all-time high on 10th November. The 70 fib, or this whole buy zone extending from 3100 to 3500 is really important. And that's what I'm expecting Ethereum to head down to if Bitcoin breaches the 50K level. So the downside for Ethereum for me is capped at 3100, and as for the upside, like I mentioned, 5K is like the level that I want to look at, and that is if after we collect the liquidity here, resting above the 50 fib, probably even down to 62 fib here. But beyond this, I really don't want to speculate right now. I just want to see how things evolve, at least to the downside first. So yeah, I'm looking at a correction again. This minor upswing is nothing to be really concerned about. So yeah, that's my take on Ethereum.
All right. Thank you, Akash, and thank you everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.